Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. This right here, wow! Let me just tell you, 65 Corvette Roadster, 327, not the regular 300, not the regular 350, 365 horse. 365 horse. Now you see that advertised all over the internet, but can they really back that up? Well, what we have here is, we have a matching numbers engine, we have the correct carburetor on it, we have the correct camshaft in it, we have a receipt rebuilding the engine just 500 miles ago with the correct specifications to get that horsepower out of it. Suspension's all been done with a receipt in the front, the suspension's all been done in the back with a receipt. Great receipts, great documentation, and what I find to be incredible is this car is so effing fast. I don't know if there's a little more than 365 in it, maybe there's 465 in it, but this thing rolls down the road like no mid-year Corvette I've ever been in, especially with the small block and the way it winds up. The side pipes sound awesome screaming out the side of your head. And forget the fact that I'm rambling on and I'm ruining the view of this car right here, but the color. This car is exactly the way it would have rolled off the showroom floor, all right? The only thing that may be here is that we've had the gold lines on here, and they're radial gold lines instead of the belted series tire that would have come on back then. But you know what? This car was meant to drive. And if you want to put those belted gold lines on, you diminish the drive by a lot, but it's correct if you want to show it in national places. But in this case here, this is just one cool driving, great looking car. I want to walk around from it and show you some of the great stuff. And I want to show you some of the money that it takes to get these cars to this level, because you know, you see these cars priced all over the place. And there's a reason why they are. You know, they see them priced from $25,000 to $125,000. You say to yourself, well, how is that possible that a car can have a $100,000 disparity between the two? Well, this is why. When you're talking about matching numbers, high horsepower Corvettes, very few of these were built. Very few, even fewer, are left in existence here. When you have the correct colors with the interior and outside, things like that, it's just a great looking car. And whether this car was coated as Nassau Blue or not, it's just the color itself is so period correct and looks so great on this car, it doesn't matter. Anyway, let's check out the quality of the paint for a second so we can see that. What you want to be able to see right here, okay, is those crystal clear letters. You want to see that. All you guys are looking at pictures on the internet and things like that. You know, when you see it in the video right here, it's exactly the way it should be. So we look around and we see things that will make a difference to you, and that's why I want to show you this stuff, and we do it on the video so you can see how right it is. The hood fits great in here. For instance, like some of the things that you don't ask about are things like, you know, do the headlights work? Do the turn signals work? What we're delivering to you is this. We're delivering you a car that's turnkey, meaning that the car shows up at your place, included as in free and closed door-to-door shipping, right? And you go ahead and you get, the car pulls up there and everybody walks out and says, wow, what did Jimmy get? What did Jimmy get? And the car backs out of the elevator, comes on down, and this thing is great. It's got a temporary tag on the back, it's got gas in it, we've changed the oil, checked all the fluids, the brakes, the hoses, the belts, done all that stuff for you, okay? We're not making the car brand new, but we're making the car brand new to you, so that you can get in this car, take it wherever it is you want to go for a drive, and take them for a drive. The other places out there, they don't offer you that. They can't offer you that because they don't have the time or the energy or the manpower to do that. We do that with every single car that we have. That's why you say, well, this car could be $3,000 more or $4,000 more than one I saw down the street. Well, I guarantee you, you'll spend 3, 4, or 5, because I do on every single car that we have here, not to mention it's ready to go today. So it could be months before you get your car. Don't forget shipping. Don't forget all the things that you have to do to get it ready, all that stuff. All that's done for you right here, all right? So part of what you see here on the car is shiny and beautiful. And the reason it's shiny and beautiful is things like these right here. The bumpers are like brand new. They're very expensive. To restore a Corvette is very expensive, and that's why these cars go up all the time in price. The one thing I would consider adding to the car, if you wanted to, okay, would be something like this right here, is the knockoff wheel instead of the factory original stainless spinner caps. Other than that, it's got the side pipes on it already. It's got a great color. Has a fabulous convertible top in it. Frame's all painted. The latches are like new. This is just, look at this, man. You put this up and this car is like, wow, circa 1965. One thing is, Corvettes look great even with the tops up. It's got the short little top in here, but the windows seal. It's got the vent windows here still, which was a cool styling back then. You can open those separately as you're cruising along. But the nice thing too is you got your top with you all the time. There's great storage back here. Come on up, I'll show you a couple things. There's these bins inside here with a jack, and that's the original jack. We'll probably detail that, but I wanted you to see this. I kind of left it raw, just so you could see the real condition of the car back inside here. But all the carpet's new, all the paint's new, the seals are new, the interior is new, the top is new, the latches are new. And look how long that takes. It takes no time at all. The rear bumper's back here. Let's come on back for a second. I want to talk about a couple more things. There is no confusing what this car is from behind. If I was to go ahead and take this emblem off right here, 99.9% of the world would know exactly what this car is. They'd know it's a Corvette. There's no mistaking it for anything other than that. It just has a great style and a look that no other car has ever been able to pull off. Gas filler door in here, with the new gas cap, new gas door, and everything fits really nicely. So you say to yourself, well, what? Show me more, show me more. Little stuff like this. To get the power antenna to work, you say, well, what's the big deal about that? Well, first off, this is approaching the 50-year mark, right? And how do you get these old items to work? Well, you have to spend some time making sure that you get the right parts. And that's the right parts right there, is the power antenna works. The radio works and the horn works. But you say, well, what's the big deal about the horn? Well, you have no idea how difficult it is to get the horn to work on these cars because all the things inside the column, what have you. That's what I'm talking about when you're getting a car from us here, is you're getting something like that. All right, so let's take a peek here. Enough of my rambling. You say, well, what's the 365 horse look like? All right, well, it looks a little different than the other cars, and let's check that out. Look at this. It's got the right valve covers on it. It's got the correct air cleaner with the breather holes in it. It's got the ignition shielding in here. All right, it's got the GM hoses. Check out these tower clamps. You say, well, what's the big deal about tower clamps? Well, the tower clamps are this. The regular band clamp that you use all the time to fix the plumbing at your house or the radiator hose in your car is 1/10 the price of these right here, and you need about 40 of them. It gets to be a little expensive. Every little dime that you spend, from the details of painting the arm that holds the hood up and putting the right belts on, and making sure the suspension is rebuilt. This is supposed to be black inside. This is the correct filler cap for the master cylinder. The ignition shielding is over here too. Come on around here. I want to show you this real quick so you can see. Manifolds are detailed. Look down here for a second. Exhaust system is new. Steering box is detailed. Again, we're talking about the tower clamps and all the correct GM hoses. This is what you're getting in a car like this, man. This is the kind of thing that you want. And the reason why you want this car, first off, it's fast. First off, it sounds good. Second, it's a great, great investment. These cars continue to go up each year. And you know what? This is the least expensive you're going to be able to buy these cars in your lifetime ever again. You know, back in the day, 20 years ago, this was probably a $40,000 car. Now, 20 years later, it's a lot more money, and 20 years from now, it's going to be a lot more money again. If you ever thought you could afford one, this is the time to get in this car and have some fun. Where else can you have this much fun while you're driving your investment? Impossible. That's why these are so cool. All right, come on, check out the inside for a second. I got challenged to do a horrible video on this by my nemesis, Jeff Whitaker. Maybe you've heard of him, right? No way, Jeff. I'm not going down that easy for you, okay? Check this out for a second. Excuse me if I get inside my luxurious 65 Corvette Roadster 365 horse. All right, so remember I showed you about the antenna, how I said, okay, that's kind of a cool feature. The reason why it's a cool feature is because it lets you know about the rest of the restoration on this car. You know, when that little item there works, you know that somebody's put some time in and things like that to make sure that the whole restoration is good. I say the same about this right here. Here's the clock, and the clock is working. The clock didn't work 6 months after you bought the car, or a year after you bought the car. And almost 50 years later, it still is. Got the correct red line for the 365 horse, 160 mile an hour speedometer, and this is showing 1,510 miles, we believe, since the restoration. New seat covers, new carpet, got this here, even little stuff like the radio that works. The one thing that we do for a lot of people is we install a digital sound system, and that's what I would do for you, but what I would do is I would hide it. So we either hide it in the glove box right here. Okay, I wanted to show you this right here. You get the 65 Corvette guide. And if you went someplace that you didn't want people to touch your car, we leave a couple of those inside here for you too. Okay, all right, or we put them in the bins back there, and that way you can Keep it out of your mind. It keeps the dash all stock, and you get your great tunes like satellite, iPod, and all that good stuff. It's something that we do all the time for everybody, and it doesn't cost a whole lot of money, so it's really nice. This is a real teak wheel, all right? I want to save one of the bigger features that I see as a big deal for last, is because this car here is something I had not seen on a mid-year car, and this is as a telescopic steering wheel. Normally you see them on the C3s, but never on these versions here, you know, the 68 to 80s. And it's just a cool piece, a great design, and it's really nice. It's just an awesome, awesome car. Sorry if I'm rambling, but man, you know what? It's not often you get a car where all the little stuff inside works, has some great features and options and sounds and runs like this car, and drives so well. You normally get one, maybe two of those 3 or 4 items, but you never hit all 4, and this one's hitting all 4. So how about I start it for you so you can hear what it sounds like. Investment, investment, investment. You know, how often does it come along in your lifetime that you can get a car like this with matching numbers, that's semi-affordable still, it's correct codes for the paint, correct interior, the high horsepower, the 4-speed, the side exit exhaust. I mean, that's off the hook. This is an awesome, awesome car. I'm telling you, if you ever could afford to get a mid-year Corvette in your life, this one right here is over the top. You got to do something about it. You're going to wait, and you're going to miss it again, just like you did last time. Anyway, call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about it.